I am torn because I love summer and I love fall. So they're my two favorite seasons, and this overlap is tough for me because I don't want to say goodbye to summer, but I'm also, of course, so excited for the fall season. And I just feel like September, like August to September, it's this sentimental time where you're like, wow, we're really transitioning, like summer's coming to an end, people are going back to school. August slipped away, as Taylor Swift would say. And it was a beautiful month. I'm so thankful for it. We're gonna go over my highs and lows. We're gonna go over the goals I set in August if I accomplish them. We're gonna set new goals for September, budget. I actually want to do some meal prepping today, some little like snack prepping. And of course, we're going to go over my content corner, all of the books I read, TV shows I watched, movies, all of that at the very end. August was such a great month, mainly because I took a big vacation that I was expecting to take. I'd been looking forward to it all summer long. I talked about it in my my August reset. And it was a big family trip with me, another family, Jimmy, my boyfriend, came, and Lucy, my best friend from college and old roommate. She flew from California to North Carolina. I had not seen her in 8 months, and I got to see her. We went to a friend's wedding. We then went to an island off the coast of Southport, North Carolina, and it's just a perfect week. And it's one of the first trips I've taken this year where I barely touched my computer. In Europe, we were so busy that I really couldn't do that, but I was filming content. But I didn't film any content this week. I barely touched my computer except for a few emails I had to send and a flight I had to book. So that is definitely my high from the month. Also just seeing my friend Addison get married. It was a beautiful wedding. Low, it's been really hard to think of a low because it's been such a beautiful month. I think the only low is that it's been so hot. It's been in the high 90s this week. It's gonna be like 100 this weekend. And so I'm not complaining too much because I do love warm weather more than cold, but also I like it 80s, like 70s and 80s, not 90s, 100s. You know what? That's the lowest of lows we got, and so I think it's been a pretty good month, and I'm really thankful for that. All right, so let's go into the goals I set in August. As you guys know, if you've watched my resets this summer, I wasn't really into a ton of big goal setting. Kind of kept it super simple. I wanted to be present. In the spring, had not the best mental health. I was very anxious and stressed. I was anxious about finances, about business things. And so this summer was kind of like my summer of healing and trying to detach from like this go-getter mentality. Even though I feel like I had a very busy summer, I was trying to fill it with a lot of fun, a lot of friend time, and just trying not to be anxious or overwhelmed with like the goals that I was setting. The goals I set for August, the first one was to order my new project samples. So we're having a new launch for Dream Daily before the end of the year, and I did do that. That is a check. I ordered the new samples this week. Actually, they're supposed to arrive next week, and then we can move forward with that project, which I think it may be my favorite thing I've ever done for Dream Daily yet. We'll see though. We gotta see how the samples turn out. My second round of samples. My next goal was just a fun one of completing my summer bucket list. And guys, I wanted to show you this. I think we did a pretty good job. Here is my summer bucket list. There's only 4 items that I did not accomplish that honestly are very small. I probably could finish them before the month is completely over. The ones that I didn't do are a paint party, which I should call my mom up for. She loves to paint. An outdoor movie. I did movie theater. I did movie night at home. Didn't get to like a drive-in. I love drive-ins, but that's okay. Brunch. I just am not a brunch girl. Like on the weekends, I just never go to brunch. I wanted to try to do it, but that just didn't happen. And then eating s'mores. I don't think this happened. It could have earlier in the summer. But s'mores and bonfires are also just such a fall thing. I think that'd be so fun. Should I do a fall bucket list? I want to do a fall prep video, filming it actually next week. So let me know in the comments right now if you want a fall bucket list included in that video. 19 out of 23 items on my bucket list completed. So I feel like that's a pretty successful summer, and I just love looking back on this and just being flooded with the memories of all these fun activities. All right, so and then the last goal that I had for myself was to film a Nashville specific video, which I talked about in my last reset, and someone had commented they actually found me through my like trying Nashville coffee shops video, which is so cool. So I do want to do this. I did not do it yet. I actually may be filming this tomorrow, but we're not going to count it even though it still would be August. I haven't done it yet. So we're gonna try to do that in September. Speaking of September, let's go over to the goals that I'm setting for this new month. Also, guys, I just have to say the new product that's coming out is going to be so good for these resets. I'm going to be able to show you it and use it in these resets, and I just can't wait till I can do that. Okay, so my September goals. I'm really excited for September because I do have a little bit of travel coming up. I'm doing a work trip to Las Vegas. I'm excited to share more, but basically Alibaba.com is sending me to their first convention there, and I am so excited. So I'm going to Las Vegas for 2 days. I've never been. So we'll see how it goes. And then I'm flying over to LA for 4 or 5 days to visit with Lucy. I wanted to see her again. I can't believe it's been over a year since I visited her last, and so this timing just worked out. And since it's a work trip, I'm like scheduling work things out there as well. So, but I'm so excited for it. I love California and LA. We're gonna go to Disneyland one day. I love it. I loved my trip last year and I'm so excited to go again. Let me know if you want like a week in the life from that or not. So my first goal has to do with growing on TikTok. I've been really trying to up my content game the last few weeks. Hopefully you guys have noticed on Shorts, TikTok, and Instagram, like all my short form content, I'm trying to post at least once a day. And so I want to grow my Hannah Ashton personal TikTok to 10,000 followers. We're currently at like 8,600. So that's a pretty big jump, but also I'm like prioritizing it more now. And then I want to grow my Dream Daily TikTok to 30,000 followers. We're like at 29,000 now. So that's not as much. And then my next goal is to revamp my office space. I can't believe I've had my office for 8 going on 9 months now. I moved in mid-January. That is crazy. And so I just feel like it's getting a little stale. I'm like not getting as inspired in there. So I want to revamp, maybe get some new storage, maybe get a little chair or something, just wanting to revamp the office space on a budget. And then I also need to approve of the final samples for that new project and order the bulk inventory so that it's here before the end of the year. I want to launch it like around Black Friday so you guys can get it for Christmas and all of that, but we will see timeline wise. And then lastly, I want to do this glow up to 24 challenge. I'm just asking you guys if you want to see all these videos, but I've had a lot of ideas for content lately, which I'm thankful for. Basically, I want to do this at least on my personal TikTok, maybe in a YouTube series, but basically I'm like doing little things here and there, like getting a haircut, going to the dentist, eating healthier, like waking up earlier, doing little things to kind of quote unquote glow up for 24 because I'm turning 24 in October. So just be like a month-long series of doing little things to help me feel my best as I enter this new year of my life. So let me know if you guys want something like that. I want to do some kind of challenge, maybe like a fall challenge or something on this channel that has to do with like self-improvement and stuff like that. So let me know if that's something you want to see, or I can call it something different. Those are my goals for September. Filled it out in my Lilac Dreamer journal. We're still going strong with, and we still have some of these available. So if you didn't snag one this summer, you still have a chance to do that now before they're gone. But all right, now let's move on to my budgeting routine. I'm going over my expenses from August and planning a budget for September. It is time for my budget with me and going over my August expenses. Every month when I film these, I switch up the location that I'm filming this portion in because I don't know, I just like can't figure it out right. So let me know if you like this setup. I feel like there's not too much going on. Okay, so we have my budget right here in my planner. I just keep a simple little budget of my variable expenses, groceries, eating out, personal shopping, stuff that I try to really track and that I can be mindful of. And I use my Chase Sapphire Preferred credit card for all of this. I've had it now for a year. I absolutely love this credit card. I actually have a ton of points, and my flight from LA back to Nashville I got for completely free with these points. So I will have the link below if you're looking for a new credit card and want a great starter one for personal expenses. So I also use the app that goes along with my credit card. Summarizes my spending, it categorizes it for me so I don't have to do any of that. I just look at the totals and go from there. Okay, so I was trying to be really good in August about spending. Obviously, going on vacation with my family, having my amazing parents take me on that trip saved me a lot of money that week. And then also like this week that I'm currently in, I'm trying to do a no spend week. So like only buying essentials like groceries. But let's start with transportation because I had some help paying for gas on our trip. With Jimmy and everyone. I had budgeted $90, but it ended up only spending $41. We're gonna round it up to 42. Eating out, I budgeted $200 and Keep in mind, we still have about a week left in this month, so this probably is going to reach 200 but after this weekend if I eat out. I'm trying not to. I've been really good about cooking at home when possible and filming a lot of videos about like meal planning and prepping and stuff like that. So I budgeted 200. So far I have spent $139. For groceries, I budgeted 200 and I have spent $244. I did do a little trip to Walgreens. What did I need? I just needed like some basic stuff. That was $28, and I did do some shopping. I needed a few things from Amazon as well as Sephora. So that's 30, 40, 50. Walgreens. So for personal, I budgeted 100 and I spent $83. For entertainment, I budgeted 20. I haven't purchased this yet, but I'll probably pay my brother back for a movie ticket for Oppenheimer on this weekend. So that will be about like $15, so I'll put that down. That is really the only like entertainment cost I had. Oh, one of that Amazon purchases was for a gift for my boyfriend for our anniversary, and then I got him another gift that was $38 for our anniversary. So I'll just put that into other. Like I said, I still think I'll spend a little bit more just over the next week. I'm trying to do no spending, but we will kind of see. Oh, I also just bought some more coffee for my Nespresso, so we'll add that to other as well. I spent $35 on some coffee. Oh my gosh, guys. So again, probably gonna spend maybe another $100 over the next week before we're up, but I think I'm still really close. So I wanted to spend $710 in August, and so far I've spent $596. Pretty good, guys. I want it to be a low spend month because July was really crazy. So I'm proud of myself for sticking with that so far. My next month in here, September. I'm setting my budget for the next month. I always like to think about like what big things are coming up. Are there birthdays that I'm buying for? Do I need to be buying gifts? And also kind of just life things that are happening, appointments that I need to make, whatnot. So in September, like I said, I'm going to LA. Like Uber's transportation cost is going to be much higher in September. So I'm going to budget $150 for transportation because I will be having to take Ubers and stuff when I'm there and like from the airports and whatnot. Eating out, I'm also going to put higher since I'll be traveling. So I'm going to put eating out as $200. Groceries, I'm going to do as $200. So I've been doing good about like when I am home, eating at home. And then personal, I want to do a little bit of shopping in LA. My budget, I really should not, but I'm at least going to window shop in LA. And I also want to get my hair trimmed. So that itself is like $70, I would say. I may do another $200 just for personal for getting my hair, maybe nails, we'll see, and maybe some little shopping. For entertainment, I know I'm going to Disneyland, but we are going to get a discount on tickets. So I'm really excited for that. They have a great military discount that my boyfriend can get. So we love that. But I think I'm going to still say, we'll say 100 in case there's other things to do in LA. Let's see where we're at so far. We're already at $850. So I'm just going to add $50 in for other expense if something comes up, and that brings us to $900 total. Obviously, if I can go under this, that would be great. But I think with taking a trip out to LA, if I can stick the whole month under $1,000, I think that'd be super good. So that is my August expenses, my September budget. And yeah, let me know if you guys like to budget, how you like to budget. But I love sharing like my budget with you guys, and you all keep me accountable. Okay, so we're gonna make one recipe that I've been loving to make at the beginning of the week. Obviously this is like a weekly prep, not a monthly thing, but we're just gonna make some energy bites. I'm sure you guys have seen many recipes online, on Pinterest for them. They're so easy and they're like a bit healthier than a protein bar because you don't have all those additives. It's just your basic ingredients. I'm kind of just eyeballing this recipe. There's so many on Pinterest you can follow, but I'm just kind of seeing what I have and what I want to use. So we're gonna start with some rolled oats, some organic honey. We get this from a local farm in my hometown. It's so good. I'm running out though. Your favorite protein powder. I'm using this one from Trader Joe's because it's all I have, but I want to get a nicer one soon. Just vanilla. I like adding cocoa powder because it's unsweetened, because there's already a lot of sweetness from the honey, but it gives it a nice chocolate flavor without having to add like chocolate chips or anything like that. Or if you have chocolate protein powder, obviously that would work. I can't remember how much I added last time, so we'll see about that. Some Himalayan or sea salt, and then one of my favorite foods, some almond butter. I'm gonna mix this up a little bit first here too. All right, now we mix it up. Gotta wash your hands and use your hands too. And I may need to add a little bit more honey to stick it all together. I want to make some pumpkin versions soon when I pick up some more canned pumpkin. But I love having these like before a workout in the morning, if I just want a little bit of energy, or they're perfect for like a midday pick-me-up. The sugar, the honey with the almond butter, you have some protein, some carbs, some fat, some sugar. It's just like a good mix. They literally are energy bites. There we go. I'm gonna store in the fridge and we have a little snack for the week. All right, friends, it is time for the content corner. I love this section because I love reading, I love watching movies, I love watching TV, and I love sharing my thoughts with you guys and just like having a little chat. So we're first gonna go over books. I didn't read as much this month as previous months. I only technically finished one book. I'm almost done with two, so we're gonna count that, and I'm halfway through a third. So we'll talk about them. But I did film a little guide to reading video, a little reading vlog, where I talk through the books that got me started reading fiction again a few years ago, about Goodreads, how I get books for free, and also a little Kindle review and if a Kindle is right for you. So if you want to see that video, if you're thinking about, oh, I want to start reading fiction, or I want to become a reader, I want to get into this, that is the video for you. I will link it below. But let's get started. So the first book that I read this month is The Perfect Marriage. This is so different than any of the other genres I've ever read. I said recently I want to get into mystery, and I felt like this was the perfect book to do so. It was on Kindle Unlimited, and it has really great reviews. So the whole point is that his mistress is dead. His wife is his only hope. Basically, this man has an affair with a mistress. She ends up dead in his bed, and his wife is a defense attorney, and she has to help him because she's the best and she's his only hope for not being framed. So we read this at the beach, actually, as a group. We did a little book club with all the moms, sisters, friends at the beach. It was so fun. We had like 8 women in this, and we all really loved it by the end. So I read this book within a week, just at the beach, and it was different for me because, again, I'm like used to like having the romance plot line or like adventure be a big plot line, not a detective case be the main plot line. So it was a little hard for me to get into, to like understand how these books work. But by the last 20%, I was really into it and really excited, really wanted to learn. We had some mixed opinions. I kind of had a guess. I had like 3 theories for who did it. One of them became correct. And my theories kind of changed throughout the whole book though. So I wouldn't say that I like figured it out, but a lot of the girls in our group were shocked by the ending, and so you gotta read it for yourself to see. But it was a really fun read. I think it's great for a book club. There's a lot to talk about in a book club, and overall I rated it 4 stars, which I feel like is really big for reading a book in a new genre. A lot of the girls on our trip rated it like 4.5. Really loved it. So if you're looking to get into this genre, you want something fun, easy, mystery, not too like gory, and I'm really glad I read it. Okay, so the book that I am 83% done with, I'll probably finish it before this month is over, so I wanted to talk about it because I think I already have my rating and whatnot, is a book recommended by my roommate Skylar. It's called The Fine Print by Lauren Asher. I haven't gotten to the end, but I think the end's gonna be pretty predictable. It's like a typical romance book, but But what's so cute about this is it's kind of based in like a fictional Disney world. So you can kind of see the cover. It's like a castle. This is part of the Dreamland Billionaires book series, which I'll probably read about the other two brothers as well. Dreamland is basically like Disneyland, Disney World. It's in Orlando, all the things. Basically, the girl in it becomes what Disney would call like an Imagineer, a creator, and she is trying to help the son of the founder, like the son of Walt Disney, try to help him like save the park, come up with these new ideas. So it's a really cute idea for a romance book. A lot of Disney parallels if you like that. But also I feel like just having an amusement park background for a romance book is something that's different and fun, and I'm really enjoying it. But I think I would still give it like 3.5 stars. Again, I haven't finished it. You can check out my Goodreads to see how I rate it, you know, once I finish it. But I feel like 3.5 is good because I like the plot. I like that it's based around Disney, but it's nothing crazy. It's not like, oh my gosh, I love this romance. So a fun read for sure. The book that I got like over 50% done with, I had to switch to reading The Perfect Marriage at the beach, and then my hold at my library ended, so I had to return that book. So if I get that book back, I probably will finish it just because I was over halfway done with it. It was very cute. I think for me, I'm not gonna rate that one because I wasn't fully done with it, but it was a very cute read. I'm not counting it towards my reading goal either, but I did love it and thought it was a very sweet, not as spicy, just a very like sweet, wholesome, but good plot romance summer beach read. And my mom read it and she really liked it, she said. Okay, so that was it for books. Like I said, didn't read as much as I wanted. We had a busy month traveling and whatnot. I'm really excited for my September reading list though, so you'll have to wait and see. Okay, I didn't watch any movies. I did see Barbie for a second time, and I'm going to see Oppenheimer on Saturday, but I have not seen it yet. And so I'm not gonna talk about any movies, but we do have to talk about the Summer I Turned Pretty finale. So I watched the whole season. I watched the first season like 2 or 3 times through, loved it. Overall, let me talk about the season as a whole. Started out, I was like, oh no, this whole season, it's not gonna have any summer vibes. It's very solemn, it's very serious, which is fine. It's part of the storyline. But I was pleasantly surprised that towards the middle and end of the season, we kind of did get that camaraderie between all the characters. They were, you know, I loved the arcade scene. I think that was like episode 4, where they went to the arcade and had that fun like competition day. I thought that was super fun vibes, just fun to watch and like cute to watch. Obviously, we all love Taylor and Steven. I loved Steven in the first season. Like, he's been one of my favorite characters. I think he's just so funny and such a typical like brother and does a really good job playing that role. Comment who your team below. Team Jer, Team Conrad. I don't know, guys. I'm a part of the team that's like anti-Belly. Like, Belly is the villain in this show. Of course, she's like young, doesn't know what she wants, has these 2 guys that want to date her, but their mom just died and she's over here like creating a love triangle. I just feel like it's not the best situation, but it makes for good entertainment, a good story. So I feel like for me, I like the Conrad's character more. Like, Conrad, I think, is a better romance character, but I think for where Belly's at in her stage of life right now, Jeremiah's a better option for her now. So he's younger, he's like closer to her age, fun loving. Like, I just feel like that's a better relationship for her stage in life right now. But I feel like you know, if she was older or Belly just was a little bit different of a personality, then like Conrad I would choose. So I kind of am in the middle. Anyway, those are my thoughts. Let me know your thoughts below and let me know what you thought of this September reset video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope it gave you some inspo for your September coming up. See you guys in my next video. Bye.